Hi guys, it's Opheana Sikaal here. Today we're doing session 10 of our Ascension Tools. Today is about the energy leakage section of our Ascension Consciousness reading we're doing. This is a really powerful tool, and
it's very big, this area.
Yeah,
very big for
very
people.
big. And you know about cords with people that can create an energy leakage. You know about, when you just feel a little bit low after you've been around someone. The energy leakage is the one that we're working with is a really key area that is testing or evaluating the percentage of your life force that is being leaked either to another person, a situation, your work, concern. It can be a little bit different for different people. Often it's to other people.
Areas or projects or things like that, but often people, individuals or groups.
Yes, yep. So, in our sessions, we often see for really big, for example, extended family, really big cords often at the back or at the front, like massive, where it's just, it's just sucking the life out of you. 20% of your energy is just leaking out and you're tired, I can pretty well guarantee that, and I'm just going to put it out there and whatever, that, chronic fatigue is usually this type of thing that's going on.
That's one of the elements of it. One of the elements of it, of leaking of vital life force energy. And one thing before we go even deeper into it is, on a spirit level, on a soul level, all energy leakage has been consented to.
Yes.
So make no mistake, even if you feel others are taking your energy on some deep subconscious level or karmic patterning, you have a wound that allows this to happen. If you feel much smaller than you are and other people who have a big ego are taking advantage of you, then on that level you're allowing that. So what it's about is not only understanding what is your energy leakage percentage, how much of your vital life force is just leaking away to others or other situations or other groups. And then why is that happening? Because just sealing it up is often not enough. You've just got to heal through the reason why it's happening. And sometimes it's as simple as knowing, oh, wow, I didn't know that was happening. The awareness needs to be honored. I need to cut these energetic cords. I need to not spend as much time with these particular individuals because they're just not so good for me. And then that seals the leak. Or change jobs, because why? You're surrounded by people that are where it's not longer relevant for you because it's not aligning with your mission and you're raising in consciousness, so it's time to move on. That can seal energy leakages as well. But there's often some form of wounding that at least you need to start recognizing and healing.
Absolutely.
So step one is also knowing, what is my energy leakage percentage? Like, how big is it? I mean, we've come across up to 50% leakages, 40% leakages on a short-term basis. That's massive. Imagine you're generating all this energy from earth, from spirit, and then half of it, or 40% or 30% even, is leaking away. No wonder that you don't have enough energy for doing the things that are really important on your mission, or even just doing life, So,
even if it's 6% energy, it can be just a decision that you need to make because a lot of your focus is just leaking out into this area, or you're, in your workspace, you're not holding boundaries and it's just leaking out, or, your kids can also have massive energy leakage to, say, extended family members that just aren't connected to source and earth enough themselves, and so they just, the old energy vampire just connects in and just sucks the energy, and it seems like they're just being all loving and all the rest of it, but then your kid has to lay down, or they're just a bit off, a bit sad, wetting the bed, all sorts of weird stuff can go on, so really look at your kids' behavior, see if there's some negative connections there where they're being sucked at as well, or the leakage is happening because they're not able to do their own energetic management yet.
Also, with just as an add-on within relationships, within intimate relationships, you're going to have a lot of energy leakage there as well, because you've got needs and yearnings there, and you want love, and so you're moving through, maybe before you find the partner that really suits you, you're working through a lot of energy leakage. If you don't work with those wounds, then certain patternings can already create leakages with a new partner. If you're so desperate of a new relationship, then you might already give part of your energy away to this other person, immediately creating a disbalance within the relationship. Those are the type of wounds that you need to look at as well, address, seal that up, so that you can be fully empowered, knowing that within yourself, you have masculine and feminine energy. So you as a whole, as a soul, as a spirit, are already complete. And then a partner, if that's what you're after, the perfect partner, or the partner that really suits what you are going to move through in your life, will come along also complete in themselves, or at least fairly complete within themselves. And then you work through things yourself. So family, relationships, work, mission-oriented groups that you're part of, all of that are where a lot of the energy leakage happens. But sometimes it can be to areas or objects or projects. Like if you're continually feeling that you have nothing to add to the world here, your puzzle piece doesn't matter because you're just small, you have nothing to add, then you might be leaking energy there by continually doubting yourself. And so it's important to understand that everybody's mission is important, because your puzzle piece is part of the whole. And so that's the type of stuff starseeds need to embrace as well. No matter where you're starting from or where you feel you're going, just let go of it and allow spirit to guide you on that journey. Absolutely. Because every step you take is part of being that puzzle piece. And that's really all that's important.
Yeah, and feeling sorry for other people, feeling that over compassion, so over helping. You can literally say, just plug in and say, yeah, I'm strong enough. So even if you feel that you're really powering and you're very strong, but there's an energy that you have with certain people, so you're really strong and good boundaries in most parts of your life, but with, say, a child, like a growing child, or a parent that needs help, or whatever it is, or that you think needs help, if you feel sorry for them in any way, so, you know, you want to give to them to make them feel better, it's off. If there's any attachment that you can feel for them and you're like, oh, I really don't want to do this, guess what? It's probably not in the highest for you, because your truth system is saying, it's not quite right. I'm going to leak energy here. So find a place within that relationship where the energy is not leaking. Yeah. And that can take some really hard decisions. You know, that's where your clarity, focus and faith has to be very, very strong, and your discernment. But if it's hurting you, then in the end it's hurting them, and that's what you've always got to come back to. By overgiving to them is disempowering, even if they're begging you for it. Even if they're begging you, like a drug addict, please give it to me. You're like, I know that that's not in the highest for you. You know, it's the same thing. And to be honest, you know, if there's a 20% energy leakage, that other person will be an addict, will feel like an addict. When you take that away, they are going to crash, I can tell you. And crashing can look like tears, crashing can look like anger, crashing can look like attack, victim, sickness, all sorts of stuff. It can be huge.
And it's important for you to, sorry to interrupt, but to add on, it's important to you to realize you are not responsible.
Absolutely.
You are not responsible for anyone else's energy. Not your children, not your partner, not your husband, not your wife, not your mother, not your father, not your siblings, not your friends. Nobody's. Yeah. Not your clients. Nobody. You connect to source, you connect to earth, as does everyone else. That is the energy that is available to you. Mm-hmm. You're not responsible for giving energy to anyone else. You can assist them in connecting to their own energetic sources. Yes. And you know, if everybody does this, then the world is going to power up. Why? Because everybody is getting their energy from pure source and pure earth frequency. That's the empowerment, not off each other in all sorts of codependent, intertwined, corded, portaled, strange ways. Yeah, lots of portals that open up as well to multidimensional energy leakages even, you know. You could be leaking multidimensionally, you know. And all of this type of stuff has to do with, one we'll discuss in a little while, is your energy management as well. You know, managing that field and keeping it clean.
Yeah, so really look into all of those areas. And it's not about being unkind. It's not about not caring for people, because when you have an interaction with somebody who is connected to Source and Earth, who is responsible for their own energy, it expands each other. It magnifies, it amplifies. You don't drain off each other. You actually expand together. Yep. We are all one, once again. So the other person, you know, you can get into that energy, and that's where the energy leaks. We're all one. This person is me, so I'm going to give to the other me. you've got to be careful with that, you know, because your other me needs to be responsible first. I'm not going to get down in the dirt and start, you know, drinking and smoking because that's the other me. I'm just not going to do that. And I'm not going to keep taking things away from them to try and help them and give them extra this because they're not giving it to themselves. Just say, I'm an example. You can do this too. Be a reflection. Reflect that out. Focus on what you want to be, not holding yourself back with anchors of what you're not, because they are reflections of you. And if you hold on to that, it is an anchor, it's a leak. So really, really use a lot of discernment with this, and it will absolutely gift you so much energy, and it will gift the others as well, because they, in the end, really want to be responsible for their own energy. They really do.
And a final thing there, and I feel pretty complete, is you're going to get guidance on this and everything from your spirit. That's your true guidance. I mean, what we offer you guys through our spirits, take what you like,
yes,
discard what you don't, and move on with those particular keys that resonate. And that's how this works, because it's your spirit that knows your path and that has it all laid out for you one step at a time.
You are your own authority.
Yeah.
You know, we're not, any of the gurus are not, doctors are not, you know, no one else is your authority. And so even if someone comes to you, even if we're saying something, anything, says this is the truth, well, it only is if it fits in your truth.
Yeah.
So always check in with that. So in relationships, even if someone is just the most sincere and it is their truth, is it my truth? Not anymore. It's not anymore.
Maybe part of it is, you know, you're your highest authority. Always, 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 always. Did I say always? Always. All right. Thanks, guys. That feels complete for me. Many blessings, and we'll see you in the next session.
See you next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.